I always knew that I wanted to be in the field of marine biology from the time I was 10, and it really never wavered. But I didn't really discover underwater acoustics until partway through my undergrad. There was an opportunity to volunteer in Costa Rica, and I took it. And part of that volunteer opportunity was doing research on pantropical spotted dolphins. The professor that was leading that program kind of took 5 or 6 of us and introduced us to underwater acoustics. He had some vocalizations. We put on the headphones, and I immediately knew that, this is the field that I wanted to be in. For marine mammals, sound is their primary sense, and our oceans are getting louder. So there is a need for monitoring for marine mammals in an acoustic way for a variety of reasons. They use sound in order to interpret their environment. And so the reason why all of this is really important is because if we're putting more and more in the ocean, in terms of industry and shipping, we rely on the ocean for so many things, then we can be impacting marine mammals in a way that we might not fully understand. Masking can occur in the environment when you have a loud sound and the animal can't necessarily interpret their environment appropriately, and it can put them at risk for things like ship strikes, for example. It's a really easy one for people to understand.
Picking up these marine mammals is vital, as if they come into exclusion zones or survey zones, actually stopping those surveys or stopping the operations are really important to protect marine mammals and prevent hearing loss and injury.
In terms of what we do at Edgewise and underwater acoustics, we use passive underwater acoustics. So it's essentially we're putting in an underwater microphone, a hydrophone, and we're monitoring for marine mammals. This can be towed, so you can tow this off the back of a vessel, for example, of any size, really depends how much equipment you have. Or it can be stationary. So if you want to monitor an area over a longer period of time, and for certain species, you can actually put down a series of underwater microphones, of hydrophones, and you can collect vast amounts of data. And then we can implement marine mammal mitigation, we can do research projects, and we can also then advance technology. So how can we pair underwater acoustics with things like visual observation or drone imagery to better implement mitigation? So we're working with some really wonderful companies like Whale Seeker that are based in Montreal, Quebec, that are using AI technology and drone technology and their platform called Mobius to detect marine mammals.
We partnered with Edgewise Environmental because they are experts in acoustic monitoring. We want to know how we can really pair those two solutions to be better. And then how can we democratize access to those solutions too? How can you have access to these monitoring tools if you don't have a military budget or a big university research budget? We're working with Edgewise to develop Mobius Observer, which is for marine mammal observers, and it's for real-time marine mammal detection, where the detection is then verified by the human experts.
I firmly believe that collaboration is key because it's really kind of the pairing of two very different companies that have a very strong love for marine mammals and a very similar base in terms of education and knowledge. So we're really excited about that.
But you can always store your data and you can always
Edgewise is developing the protocol for using these solutions in real time, and then also to provide the training that the marine mammal observers need in order to be able to use this tool better.
There's really a need for specific expertise in those very niche areas of environmental monitoring. Because the industry is constantly changing, people that adapt and are ready to evolve along with it are the people that really thrive in that industry.
Yeah, the industry has changed quite a bit, and I would say it's all for the better in regards to more knowledge and awareness, and people are realizing that this is definitely an industry that they can, come into regardless of what their background is. So it's a really, really exciting place to be right now.